The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
Each one of these events generates thousands of dollars in revenue for the business. And so as we add more events, we're generating more revenue. It's really that simple, Steve.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Evan Gappelberg. He is the CEO of Nextech3D.ai. And Evan, it's great to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. Great to be back, Steve.
Yeah, so we've talked obviously about your acquisition of Crafty Lab and what's been going on there. And now the company out with news today that the platform itself is expanding. It's getting better. It's getting more integration. Give me sort of an update on what you're talking about today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. I mean, we just closed the deal a week ago, and here we are launching in 20 major cities. This is a really big deal because, as I've been told, Crafty has been asked by their big corporate accounts like Google, Netflix, Meta, Spotify, and others to have in-person, live events on site. And, last year, 2025, they didn't. But this year, we just launched in these 20 cities, multiple events. And so now they do. So this is a direct link to revenue drivers for 2026, which is the focus. And I'm really pleased to see our ability to execute, in these early days with Crafty Labs. And so it's a exciting opportunity. Each one of these events generates thousands of dollars in revenue for the business. And so as we add more events, we're generating more revenue. It's really that simple, Steve.
Yeah, and these events, as you mentioned, they're in 20 metropolitan areas around the United States, talking some big cities, Los Angeles and ones like that. But for people to understand, these could be as simple as card decorating sessions or trivia nights or things. These are to get people engaged with each other.
It is. It is. Engagement is very, very important for these big companies. They have multi-million dollar budgets that they must spend on engagement annually. And so, Crafty is a preferred vendor for some of these big accounts, again, like Google, Meta, Netflix. And so they basically, take orders. They get inbound, every month I'm learning more and more about Crafty, as I get more into the business. But they close 30 or 40 new contracts every single month of the year. So that's, they're putting on 400 new events for 400 new customers annually. Plus, they have their existing customers that continue to order. We're now rolling out an enterprise solution. This is actually part of that enterprise solution so that the average order value goes to 50 or $100,000 because it's not just a one-off event. It's like an annual subscription type of model. And that's what these enterprise customers want, but they also wanted this in-person event. So it's kind of a dual stream strategy where you have in-person alongside, virtual. And without both of those, we couldn't really offer the enterprise solution. Now we can. So we're going to see, I believe, a major uptick in our revenue and start to see, this business scale, which is, why we purchased it.
Okay, and last question is about I noticed in the news release it talked about Crafty Lab going through some transformation of its platform as well on the technical side of things, just to make things easier. And I know you've done a lot of that work at Nextech.
Yeah, we are leaning into AI in a big way. We're an AI first event tech company. And so, if you think about even this, the idea of 20 cities, and booking would require dozens of phone calls if you were doing this, the old-fashioned way.
Mm.
Manual scheduling if you were doing this the old-fashioned way. We're replacing that legacy, very messy scheduling with proprietary AI enhanced booking systems. And we're integrating directly with our partners' calendars like Google Calendar or Teams. And our customers can see real-time availability of
Mm.
like what events can I book, right? And so across time zones. which is not a simple thing to build. And they're able to book in seconds, and this saves a lot of time and money. And more importantly, it really makes Nextech and Crafty Labs indispensable for these global teams that are trying to, organize events globally. And that's one of the other things, Steve, that is probably missed in this press release that we put out. Global events is a very, very tricky thing to do. You're talking about shipping, kits globally if it's an event that actually has some kind of workshop. And so we're able to do that. We're I think the only company right now in this space that's able to ship to Singapore, to the UK, to the US, to Canada, wherever the employees happen to be. And that's the whole idea, is that employees are spread out and we're bringing them together with this event. So the idea is automation is the foundation really for what we expect to be a very significant year for revenue growth for Crafty and Nextech, Steve.
All right, we'll leave it there, Evan. Thanks so much. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Evan Gappelberg, the CEO of Nextech3D.ai.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.